Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Deku Tarot. Alrighty, let's do your reading for October 15th through 21st, 2018. I'm going to use the Hermetic Tarot to start off with for your general life, career, and finances, anything that's happening in your general life for this week. And then we're going to look at Gemini singles and Gemini couples for love and romance, okay? So we're going to check those out for you guys. And if you guys are watching this on the 15th, it is the last day to get $5 off of any of my readings. So if you guys are looking for some guidance right now, you need a reading for any reason, you can check out all my services and the different readings that I offer down below this video in the description box. And you can take $5 off of any of the prices if you book today. Today is the last day to book with $5 off. I will be doing a free reading contest type thing over on my Instagram, DEKUTAROT. So Deku Tarot on Instagram, no spaces, all lowercase. So yeah, check that out. I'm going to be doing something at some point this week for that. So, or within this next week. I'm really busy, but I've been trying to plan that out for you guys as a little October gift. So check that out. Okay, and also guys, remember that this reading will not resonate with every single one of you. It's not possible to pick up on what every single one of you is going through. I'm only, I'm speaking the messages that I'm getting, and it's really, I'm not trying to, exclude people, but I'm just getting what I'm getting, and that's what I'm gonna tell you about. But if you guys need more guidance, you might want to look at the readings for your sun, moon, and sun, moon, and rising, or for your Venus retrograde and your Venus sign. I have all those readings up as well as monthlies and monthly love readings, so maybe those could help instead. All right, let's check it out. Geminis for October 15th through 21st, 2018. Ooh, Nine of Swords. Ooh, kind of a negative feeling. There's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. Something is on your mind, or you feel like something's in a bad place right now. You are feeling like you're in a bad place right now. Wow. Lord of Despair and Cruelty. You're feeling a lot of despair. Maybe not sleeping well. Feeling really anxiety-filled about something. Five of Swords. Maybe about a fight. There was a fight. There's a really... oh, ouch. I guess I slammed my knee into the table. Lord of Defeat. Maybe somebody took something from you. You feel very defeated. You feel really stressed out. And, like, you've lost something. You've had a great loss here. A huge fight that has resulted in loss for you, where you feel like somebody took something from you, or stabbed you in the back. I feel really, really in pain about it. Justice reverse. Wow, you guys are having a very painful week. Justice is not in this situation. So whatever, when justice comes out reverse, it kind of speaks to me as somebody not giving whatever the situation is the time of day, not working on on balancing it. The situation doesn't mean much to whoever you're seeking justice from. They're kind of ignoring you. It's kind of the sensation I get when I see justice reversed. Like, they're not thinking about it, even if you're feeling all this pain internally. What are we getting here? Seven of Wands. It came out on its side, so, we're going to look at the main meaning for that within these, within the descriptions of the cards, and then I'm going to post some clarifiers, because this is a lot of pain this week, my Geminis, and I do not like to see that for you guys. Alright, first, let's look at Nine of Swords here. Let's check this out. I'm trying to zoom in on it there so you can look at it a little bit better. Okay, Nine of Swords. Lord of Despair and Cruelty. 9 swords appear, 8 of which are completely mangled. The eight swords are crossed, 4 from each side, and the ninth sword, largest of all in curve, rises upright from the bottom of the card. Even the hilt of this sword is barbaric in its sharpness. The center rose is transformed into a disfigured disc with 12 distorted rays. The symbols for Mars and Gemini appear above and below. Mars and Gemini, 10 degrees to 20 degrees. So yeah, this is feeling a lot of despair, feeling a lot of cruelty within your life, a lot of lack. You're feeling really pitiful. You're pitying yourself. You're saying, oh, woe is me, till 3 in the morning, crying over your cup of wine or maybe your pint of ice cream. This is really, really sad. You're feeling really burdened, really oppressed. Whatever the situation is, it could have been slanderous. Again, with that Five of Swords, it feels like maybe some of you have experienced slander or backstabbing, somebody hurting you and taking something from you in this situation. Wow, this is really, really painful. Lying, dishonesty, you could have experienced that as well. I'm getting that somebody could have lied about you, somebody was dishonest about how they felt or a situation, and that's why you're feeling defeated because you expected more and somebody has hurt you. Whether this be a family member or a work situation, a friend. We're going to have to pull some clarifiers there, but let's look at the Five of Swords next, okay? The Five of Swords. So we need to get through these to find out the meanings here. All of it. Lord of Defeat. Oof. Lord of Defeat here. Five swords point upward, their hilts depicting birds, except for the center sword, which has an interlaced handle. On the swords from left to right, the swan and dove pertain to Venus. And the pheasant and hawk to Aquarius. In the center, the image of the man relates to Aquarius. The petals of the rose, which in the four swords have been reinstated, are now torn asunder and falling. The pointed rays are broken and dispersed. Ooh, I hate having to turn this. This thing is so tiny, even in my hands, and I have really small hands. And below are seen the symbols of Venus and Aquarius. The card represents the first decan of Aquarius, ruled by Venus, thus Venus in Aquarius, 1 degree to 10 degrees. Okay, so this is, yeah, something has finished with a disappointed outcome here. There's defeat, there's failure, there's anxiety, there's trouble. Again, this is very anxiety-filled, very defeat feeling, like you have lost and you're feeling really anxious and really upset about it. It's bothering you. Whatever the situation is that you're stressed about, and like whatever this loss is, you're feeling it really. You're really, really feeling it at the beginning of this week. Wow, this is kind of intense, like feelings here on that. Just feels really negative. Feelings of pity again. This is such a pitiful, like, woe is me, like, feeling in the beginning of the week, like, woe is me, somebody has hurt me, what do I do now, how do I move forward, like, this person hates me, nobody likes me. It's all these awful feelings of how do I get to where I want to be. I'm never going to get there. You're not believing in yourself because of something that has happened here, something huge. So now we're going to go to Justice. Justice. Right, and Justice is reversed, but we're going to look at it upright because, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I always hit that so hard. I'm really bad with my left hand. I'm like really bad with my left hand. If you guys can't tell. Daughter of the Lord of Truth, lamed, ox goad. The sign of Libra at the top of the card is ruled by Venus, whose symbol is shown on the left side of the scales. Saturn is exalted in Libra and balances the scales on the right. The figure of Justice triumphantly holds them aloft, and a large sword resting at her feet further symbolizes her importance. The lower portion of the card depicts the dual symbols of yin and yang, or black and white. The spheres at each corner of the card also represent equilibrium. They are half dark and half light, suggesting the balance of negative and positive. So yes, there's balance and justice when it is upright, but when it is reversed, there's a lot of bias, there's false accusations, there's intolerance. So maybe somebody has falsely accused you of something and like got others to believe that this is something about you that is true and it's not true. Or if it is true, they're like making it seem so much worse, or they're talking shit about you. Maybe this is somebody that you've cut out of your life, and because of the injustice that they felt, they're flipping out at you. But I don't know. I think that, or like saying, or talking shit about you to other people, or saying, you know, things to others about you that are not good, or you know, bullying you even. This is kind of a sense of like, I feel like a bullied feeling, like somebody has come at you, Gemini, somebody's saying mean things to you, somebody's hurting you actively, somebody is trying to make you feel this way, and you're feeling the injustice really, really strong this week within this situation. You're feeling it. I don't know if you've done something to them in the past and you're feeling bad and that's why you're just letting them do this to you. But Geminis, you guys aren't usually like this. The Seven of Wands comes back at the end of the week, which tells me that there is, you know, a defensiveness, Lord of Velour. So here we go. Let's check that guy out because I do feel like you guys are coming back at it. But like this is really hurting you. Whatever this situation is, it is pain. And we're going to look at it with clarifiers because, wow, a lot of you guys are having a really, you and Sagittarius and Aries, I feel like are all having kind of heavy weeks right now. Seven of Wands, Lord of Valor. 7 wands appear in this card, 6 wands intertwine. The center upright has a winged solar disc and 2 serpents on top. And on the bottom is an orb with an arrow representing Mars. The cross wands are topped by lingams and flowers. The lion's tails at the bottom of the 2 of the wands represent Leo. Flames leap from the point of juncture of the wands. Above and below the wands are the symbols for Mars and Leo. Mars and Leo, 20 degrees to 30 degrees. So yeah, this is advantage. This is getting victory. In the Hermetic Tarot, this indicates, a more fiery victory instead of, it's not letting whatever this situation is take you down. This is a defensiveness in a better way. You're putting up your defenses and you're fighting for yourself here. You're fighting for what is right. You're taking the advantage here. You're standing up and you're pushing everybody else down with your wand, and you're like, I'm in charge here. Nobody's coming to knock me over. I'm done with this situation. I have experienced enough injustice. You cannot mess with me anymore. Don't fuck with me. Pardon my French, but don't fuck with me is that's the feeling that I'm getting here at the end of the week with you Geminis. It's like at first it's, oh, pity me, and then you guys are like, wait a second, I'm mad. What the hell? This is wrong, and I'm not letting it happen anymore. You guys are stepping up and doing something about a situation here. You're overcoming the opposition. All right, so let's check out some underlying factors here. I'm not going to read, obviously, the descriptions for the clarifiers because I just haven't been doing that. I feel like it takes forever, and these are just clarifiers. So let's clarify the 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords situation here, and energy for my Geminis for October 15th through 21st, 2018. What do my Geminis need to know here? There's a lot of mental stress here, a lot of anxiety within yourself. I mean, you guys are an air sign, so it makes sense that a lot of this pain is mental. It has to do with, your mental feelings about yourself, the communication, intelligence. Maybe somebody has insulted your intelligence or something with your work situation. Whatever it is harsh. Temperance reverse. Yes, there is an imbalance here. There's a huge imbalance here. Maybe, again, with a Sagittarius. Maybe with a Sagittarius, there's imbalance. There's pain. There's conflict of interest there. In this situation, so maybe that's what kind of started this fight and why somebody is attacking the conflict of interest. Maybe you thought that somebody was, maybe this is a job situation, you thought somebody was in it, and instead they've backstabbed you. 4 of Wands, you thought they were a good partner or a twin flame, and it turns out they were not. 4 of Wands reverse is not a good card. You should get it. It indicates that maybe you thought it was going to be an easy time period, things were going to work out, and they have just absolutely not. This person has blocked you. This situation has blocked you, is what I feel like, from entering the celebratory phase that you were meant to go into or what you wanted to go into here. It's just a very anxious feeling as well, very anxious. You cannot temper your anxiety, your stress, your fears this week, your fears of being hurt, of suffering injustice. So whether you suffered an injustice or not, you have a lot of fear and anxiety surrounding it, a lot of stress, a lot of internal pain. Depression and anxiety is really a feeling that I'm getting right now. Feeling really down, really pitiful. Clarified justice reversed, and the 7 of Wands for my Geminis this week. Ooh, what is coming out here? 10 of Cups, though. So you guys are finding love in this situation. You guys are finding backing, maybe with friends or family. You're talking about this with other people, and they've got your back. There is a sense of love and camaraderie here that I'm getting with the 10 of Cups a lot. I mean, maybe it's your family, maybe it's your loved ones, your boyfriend, girlfriend, partner here that is supporting you in this situation. That is stand up for yourself and don't let them take you down. I feel like maybe in the sense of all this injustice, there's victory at the end of the week here because you've stood up for yourself. There's appreciation, there's love. So maybe it's asking you to stand up for yourself and be like, hey, I appreciate the work that I want to be appreciated. And I don't want to be stabbed in the back. Whatever this is, it's healing. Whether you're leaving a situation here, this feels like a very intense situation. And I mean, I'm getting a lot of different things, so I can't really go into every single one of those timelines that I'm getting or storylines that I'm getting here for all you Geminis. But whatever this is, there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress around it. You're feeling really hurt. You're feeling like you can't move forward because of how bad a situation has gotten or how painful or how somebody has hurt you or in a really, really negative way. Somebody has promised something and has come up, to stab you in the back instead. You thought you could trust this person, I feel like, in a lot of ways, and it is just your worst nightmare. You never expected this to happen. You thought this was going to be a good balance, and it is just totally not balanced at all. There's so much anxiety, stress, and feeling hurt and blocked by this person, a sense of injustice. But you're healing at this end of the week, and you're recovering your power here to grab those fiery wands and be like, I will knock you all down. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with my Geminis this week, guys, okay? Don't take anybody else's shit this week, is what I'm going to say, okay? Alrighty, let's see what's going on. And as I say that, Miss Kitty, jumps down and comes running towards me, so she's saying it too. Are you a Gemini? All right, let's check out my Gemini singles for October 2018. Gemini singles for love and romance for October 15th through 21st, 2018. What my Gemini singles need to know for love and romance this week. I'm using my Bosch Tarot. Knave of Wands. I feel like I've seen him before. Where this, for this week. Or maybe he was the Knave of Swords. Probably. The Knave of Wands, though, passion, a new passionate adventure, a new passion that is coming into your life here, the startings of something, attraction towards somebody, wanting to have a new adventure, being like, I want to start something new here. Ten of Wands, though. Wow, this is interesting. Sagittarius also got that Ten of Wands quite a few times. So you guys could feel really burdened. You want to start something new, and you want to communicate, you know, a new start to somebody, but you're feeling like way too overburdened by whatever, you know, your responsibilities are, whatever your situation is right now. You're feeling really, really trapped. You're feeling really, really stuck because you can't move forward here. Feeling like I have all these wands in my hand. How am I supposed to carry more? I want to start something new, but maybe I'm too busy, or maybe somebody's expecting you to move forward. Maybe a fire sign that wants to start something with you is like kind of waiting on you to start it, and you're like, well, you start it. I'm busy. Like, how come I always have to be the one to do it? You know, the Emperor. You guys are coming into a lot of fiery confidence and power. I am feeling like that by the middle end of the week there. You guys are like back in control, back in your power here. Starting off a little bit like overburdened, overstressed, like wanting to start something but not really having the backing to do so, or not having the energy to do so, or the time it feels like, and not really knowing how to communicate. But the Emperor says, I'm gonna, you know, either that or it might be an Aries, and Aries is taking power of this situation, is coming in and, you know, really taking control, really showing up here, courageously, confidently. It doesn't have to be an Aries. Sometimes I see the Emperor as a Scorpio or a Taurus even. The Knave of Pentacles, yeah, so if it could be a Taurus, could be an earth sign. The Knave of Pentacles, somebody wants to start something new with you. You want to start something new, you have to take, I mean, it could be that somebody else is coming in to show you, like, somebody is finally grabbing the reins here, finally being like, all right, I'm moving forward in this, I feel something for you, let's like, they approach it like an adult, you know, they approach it really maturely. They're like, all right, let's start something new, maybe you want to go out for a coffee, I'm interested in you. They could be older than you, if it is the Emperor situation, it could be an Aries. Either that, or I feel like for on the flip side, I think that some of you guys are taking control of a situation and are offering your pentacle to others, or offering this new start of a relationship. Maybe you're offering, hey, let's go out on a date, or maybe you're taking control of a situation with a younger earth sign here, you know. You guys could be saying, hey, let's go out on a date, let's see where this goes, let's go get some coffee. The Knave of Pentacles has something real to offer, but he does do it a little bit slow, a little bit awkwardly. He shows up, you know, he's a procrastinator and he wants something here. It has real long-term potential, but you know, you got to get it started, you got to get it off the ground, and to do that you got to have that Emperor energy. Okay, so some of you guys are overcoming your situations and moving forward towards, you know, a positive new start. All right, so let's check out with my Hobbit Tarot here for my couples, my Gemini couples for October 15th through 21st, 2018 for love and romance. What is going on with my Gemini couples? Those that are married, in relationships, engaged, anything in between. Woo! Death. Some of you guys, wow. Wow. Again, if you're with a Scorpio, they could be showing up really intensely. I think for some of you guys, it could be a Scorpio. That could be renewing things. This person could want to renew things with you, or, you know, not this person, but your partner here. There could be a renewal of a relationship. We're ending one period, we're moving into another. I don't want to say breakups just yet, so I'm not going to. Eight of Coins, moving forward. This person might want to move forward with you, have a renewal, like, hey, this person might actually want to work on things with you. Maybe we've had a moment where we almost broke up, or, you know, something had to change here, something had to end in a relationship. We might have had, you know, a real heart-to-heart talk moment where we figure things out, or something happens here where, you know, we talk about a part of our relationship that must end, and we need to be able to work on moving forward here. The Sun, we're illuminating the fact that we want to work on something together, and that we're moving forward. We've been working from a death situation, a renewal, so we're working on something, moving forward together. There is success, joy, happiness. Again, if it's with a Leo or a Scorpio, they're showing up here. Four of Cups. Somebody might need an apology this week is kind of the feeling I get with the Four of Cups. It can also indicate, you know, that we're feeling a little bit emotional about maybe not receiving an apology, or maybe that's what we're communicating here is, hey, we need to work on communicating better our emotions, because I'm feeling, or somebody in the relationship might be feeling sad about something that was said within the relationship, about a situation where they might need an apology. You might be working on something, but somebody might illuminate something, you or the other person this week, that's like, I still feel bad about this. Why haven't we talked about it? Why haven't we really approached this situation? And you know, I feel like you guys can work on it, but you might be, again, like you thought this would, you know, because we're working on things, we're trying to get to this, you know, we're trying to renew this relationship, bring light into it, but it could still feel difficult to work on. You could be like, I'm still not hearing what I want you to say, and you might need to communicate that at this time, or the other person might communicate that to you. You have to be sure that this is an equal give and take within your relationship. Are they asking for too much? Or are you asking for too much? And have we already worked on it to the point where we even need to deal with this Four of Cups? But maybe we do. Maybe we haven't talked about it, and this is something that we need to talk about so that we can move forward here. Alrighty. Okay, Geminis. That was your weekly for October 15th through 21st. Check out your monthlies for October. Check out your weeklies for your sun, moon, and rising. Check out your, I also have the Venus love readings for all the signs up as well, so check those out. And check me out on Instagram, DEKUTAROT, and it's all under case, same name as I have on here. I will be posting a free reading contest thing sometime this week, hopefully. So check me out on Instagram if you're interested. I post a bunch of just nice, fun things. Sometimes I do daily cards. I'm usually so busy. I honestly am really bad at Instagram. But check me out on there. Thank you guys so much, and if you want to book a private reading, all the information is right below this video in the description box. Thank you.